All right. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Test, test, test. See if you guys can hear. All right. Can you guys hear me now? No music for Ernest. All right. Let me see. Can you guys hear me now? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. All right. Sorry, for some reason it was doing a playback. Like I could hear myself speaking, and if you guys heard no music, that's so weird. Like I had music on. I actually listened to it a bit longer. Hmm. Weird. You guys broke something. All right. So with that being said, I wanted to show you guys something. So check out. So I don't know if you guys also follow the YouTube, but check this out. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me make sure we have the right screen up. That always helps. There we go. Check out this. There we go. So this was my thumbnail today for the Nadex presentation this morning. Don't let the heat wave burn your trades. And I'm putting this up there because, after going through Instagram, we have a certain member that likes to post barbecue stuff. So I was like, you know what? It's super hot. This guy's been barbecuing all weekend. We're talking smoke rings. And I was like, yep, I'm going to do a barbecue theme thumbnail just because it was so hot today. So Ernest, buddy, this is for you. This is, don't let the heat wave burn your trades. That was the name of the Nadex presentation this morning. I know these burgers are a downgrade from what, the quality of food that you are producing, but they were I didn't have licensing for your food, so I had to use, the best thing I could get online. And, this is what we ended up with. All right. It's, some odd shaped, real thick burgers over there, right? But that's what we're using today. All right, so let me drag some things in here, and where is it? Let's see, where is that? There we go. Oh, wrong one. I wanted to drag this one, and my computer's a little lag today for some reason. I don't know why. The kids are playing it on earlier, and there's probably like 12 gigs of like Fortnite videos like queued up or something like that, or downloaded somewhere. I don't know. Um, there we go. All right. So, as I mentioned this morning, this week is like super anemic. Like, I'll click this for like the weekly view. So check this out. I don't know if you guys look at this each week as part of your analysis. You guys should be. And if you're not, just lie to me and tell me that you are. But here is all the. This is it. This is the all the major considered high impact news for the week. As you can see, Monday, zilch. Tuesday, zilch. Wednesday, we got a little bit early, and really that's it. No U.S. data at all, right? Thursday, a little bit of U.S. data, right? The core durable goods, which is bad, and then Friday we have something. So basically, 2 U.S. releases this week total, right? That's it. Um, that's crazy, right? There's nothing. But again, it's the last full week of July, so not really, too surprised. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Had some things that moved around a little bit. Euro finally broke 112, which I've been calling for that for a while. I wanted to go under 112, and I really want to start at targeting the 111 range. Um, oil still floating around that 56 number, although it's in the lower 56 now, which I think is interesting. And those crypto guys, it's back up, over to 10. I don't know, man, that market is so just crazy. It's so manipulated over there. But yeah, looking at the 24-hour pip changes, Monday is always a little bit funky because it's going from last night. And with a day with no news, I mean, dollar CAD is about the only thing that had any movement. Up 59 today. That was actually not a bad day, right around the ATR. Actually, I believe it's a little bit above the ATR at this point. But looking at things like, look at the pound yen, only down 28. Aussie dollar down 13. Aussie yen -8. So again, Mondays are kind of those slow days, particularly when there is absolutely no news. Okay, so it doesn't mean there wasn't trades out there. It just means we had to drop down to the lower time frames. There was a lot of retracement, a lot of kind of back and forth. Oh, I forgot to change this to Monday again. Monday. Got it. Done. So again, that's what we're going to run into with a lot of things. So we'll kind of dive into the charts. What I want to do first is I want to start with the Aussie dollar. I know that's not normally where we start. We start with Aussie yen. And this is because Josh, are you? Yeah, there you are. Okay, Josh. So we're going to cover this. So in talking about different areas of buyers and sellers, okay, we talk about a couple different formations, and it's actually pretty interesting. So you guys know I do jiu-jitsu, and I do jiu-jitsu with a student of mine, not with this company. He worked for another company, and God, this must have been 7, 8 years ago. Now, this is one of those guys that, for lack of a better word, you got to feel bad for the guy, right? So this guy not only put the work in, right? I mean, this guy quit his job. He took about a year and a half to learn how to trade. Um, went to classes. I mean, you could go to these in-person classes as much as you want, did every single thing that you're supposed to do. And as best as analysis would be, literally you could go against, trade against this guy, and you'd make millions, right? He just wanted, I don't know what it was, but he's this like the most unluckiest guy. I mean, his analysis could be dead on. It just wouldn't work for him, right? But when I was talking to him today about it, he's been out of it for a couple years, and he's like, you got to help me. He's like, I'll get back into it. I was like, yeah. I was like, get on to Discord, talk to the guys. I was like, you'll pick it up real quick again. I mean, it'll come back to you. I'm like, I do things a little bit differently than what you had learned back then. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I kind of remember supply and demand. I was like, trust me, it would come back. I was like, we do a couple different things though with wick formations and understanding kind of the areas of supply and demand mid-range, not just the tops and the bottoms. Like he doesn't understand the curve. That the trick I do with Fibonacci. He doesn't know that. So there's a couple things he didn't know, but one of the things that I'm noticing that Josh and then before you Ryan was missing as well is understanding that when we're looking at areas of supply and demand, we are looking for movement and indecision and unfilled orders. And the wicks are what's doing that. The wick is what shows us that there are unfilled orders there, right? Because they're not completed trades. It's kind of a spike up and then kind of back down again. There's not that agreement, so there's no color. So you had the daily up, and again, you guys love to put the daily over here, not in the upper here. I mean, typically you read from left to right. You guys are reading from right to left. You guys are all backwards. Just picking you guys. But again, we got to look for wicks because here's the thing. So this is the zone that we had, we were talking about, and it burst through. And again, it's a level on top of a level. Okay, so in particular, what I want to do is talk about this wick behind the wall. Okay, and again, there's a little tiny wick on the top of this red candle, but this wick behind the wall in a lower time frame is going to show you that something bounced, right? And again, it's a wick behind the wall here, but I'll blow this big so you guys can see it, right? We're talking about this. Here, let me see. I'm going to put like a little circle around it. Okay, this is what we're talking about right here, right? So if we drop this down to say, I don't know, we'll go down to 60 minute, but then I'm going to bring it up higher than that. Let it finish loading. Oh, that's 60 second. Hold on, I'll just change it over here. We'll go to minutes. We're going to go to 240. Actually, you know what? We'll do 480. So we'll break it down a little bit. We'll go back 500 days. Whoops, not that many. And hit apply. We'll let this one load up here. And you guys will see when still loading. We'll wait till it's finished loading here. It'll take a sec. So what I'm trying to do here is on the daily, it's a wick behind a wall. It's kind of hidden. You really can't kind of see too much. But then on the lower time frame, let's see, have that move over. Whoops, hold on. You ever just like lose your cursor? I just lost my cursor. I think I put too many calculations into Ninja. Wow, this could be the second time in 6 months I've crashed it. We may have a winner here. Not sure if you guys can hear me or not.